All right, so today we are adding fractions with tenths and hundredths. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to start adding with tenths and hundredths. All right, so we're going to look at some problems that look like that. So, what I mean by adding tenths and hundredths, this is what I mean: 2 tenths plus 3 tenths. Well, 2 tenths plus 3 hundredths. All right. So I know some of you guys are like, okay, I know 2 tenths plus 3 hundredths. However, look at this. Our denominators are different, aren't they? Right? Our denominators are totally different. So I know that, so you know that 100 is different from 10, right? So in order to solve this problem, we cannot just add straight down because our denominators are different. We got to have like denominators. So we have to change all of our tenths to hundreds, always. What I mean by that is we're going to set them equivalent to 100. So we're going to have our new denominator as 100. So I'm going to put 100, and I want to put 100. And then these are the steps, so make sure you're looking. I'm thinking, how do I get from 10 to 100? I'm timesing it by 10. 10 times 10 equals 100. Well, what I do at the bottom, I do at the top. So I know 2 times 10 equals 20. So, so 20 hundredths. And so the same goes right here. How do I get from 100 to 100? Times 1. 100 times 1 is 100. So I do at the bottom, I do at the top. So 3 times 1 equals 3. And so I know that now I can add this up because my denominators are the same. So 20 plus 3 is 23. And then my denominator always stays the same, right? 100. So 23 hundredths. So let's look at another one like this. So we have 15 hundredths plus 5 tenths, you guys. You ready? So remember, our denominators are different. We have to set our denominators equal to 100. So we're going to put, 100 down as our denominator. Then I'm going to start with either one. Let's start with the bottom. I love to start with the bottom for some reason. So I'm thinking, how do I get from 10 to 100? 10 times what equals 100? Good, times 10. What I do at the bottom, I have to do at the top. So I have to multiply 5 times 10. And 5 times 10 is 50. Same goes here. How do you get from 100 to 100? Times 1. And what you do at the bottom, you do at the top. So 15 times 1 is 15. Now I can add. So I know 50 plus 15 is what? Great, 65 over 100 is my answer. All right, let's keep going. Let's go. Let's work on another one. 20 hundredths plus 6 tenths. My denominators are different. I cannot add what denominators are different. So what's the first thing I do? Great. Set our denominators equal to 100. All right, and then what do I look for now? 10 times what equals 100? Great, times 10. What I do at the bottom, I do at the top. So what will be my numerator? Good, my numerator will be 60. So let's go right here. 100 times what will give me 100? 100 times 1 equals 100. So I do at the bottom, I do where? Good, at the top. And 20 times 1 is, great, 20. All right, so 60 plus 20 equals, great, 80. So 80 hundredths is the answer. 80 hundredths. So we're going to look at these problems right here. So we're going to find the sum of the grids. So we have 2 grids, but we got to figure out what are these grids, right? What is it? So what is this first picture? Great, this first picture is 3 tenths, not 3 hundredths because it's only 10 of them. All right, so 3 tenths plus, what is this second picture? Good, this is 5 hundredths. So that means, and you see that there's like an addition right here, right? So that means we're doing 3 tenths. You see how Miss Brown is writing them vertically. Always write them vertically. Plus 5 hundredths. So we're going to change our denominators to what? Great, 100. So 100, 100. I know that 100 times 1 equals 100. So 1 times 5 is 5. What about down here? How do you get from 10 to 100? Great, times 10. So that means 3 times 10 is 30. Now when I add this up, oh, did I do this wrong? 3, 4, 5. No, I didn't do this wrong. I think they have this wrong up here. So when I add this up, 30 plus 5 is 3,500. So 3,500 should be your answer. I don't know why, but this is wrong. So this should have been like 3,500. All right, let's look at another one. So it says Zara is helping her mom by watering the plants, right? She's using all of this amount of water to water her plants. So how much water did she use to water her plants? This is like chunking again. So what do I have to do with all of these? Good, add them up. So I'm adding up 2/10 plus 3,500 plus 200. We can do this, no problem, right? So I'm setting all my denominators to equal to what? Great, 100. So they're all equal to 100. All equal to 100. Now I'm just going to change my numerators. So 100 times what equals 100? Excellent, 1. So what will be my numerator right here? Good. If I times it by 1, 2 would be my numerator. All right, 100 times what equals 100? Great, 1. And when I times it up here, what is my numerator? Good, 35. All right, and then this one right here, 10 times what equals 100? Good, times 10. And then I'm going to times it up here. So what is 2 times 10? Good job, 20. So now I'm going to add these up. All right, so we're going to add these up. And once we add these up, what will I get? Good. So we get 57 out of 100 is our answer. So my answer is D. All right, so I just wanted to make sure you guys understand how to add with tens and hundreds. You guys did amazing today.